Welcome back to Andersen Acres. It stopped raining for 5 minutes, so we're going to film the bunnies while we have the chance. Today I wanted to talk about getting ready to go to your first show. Packing up, what to take, what to be prepared to stuff into your car. Okay, because there's lots of prep work involved, and you definitely want a list of what you should be bringing. You should also pack the car the day before. Okay, because usually you're going to be leaving really early in the morning. Okay, you're going to leave early in the morning and it's going to be absolute nonsense and you're going to be in a rush and you're probably going to sleep in by an hour and you're not going to have any time. So you're going to end up having to really dash out the door. So do all your packing the night before. What do you pack? Okay, there's lots of things. First of all, you should have a cart, a foldable cart that you can put in your car to move your stuff. So a cart that you can put your rabbit kennels on, a cart that you can put your paperwork on, a cart that you can wheel from your car to your spot. Because most rabbit shows are going to be inside somewhere. They're going to be in a curling arena is where usually ours are, or a rec center or something like that. You're generally not going to be able to drive your car right in there and unload. So a cart that you can put your stuff on and then wheel everything to where you're supposed to be is really going to save your butt. Okay? It's just find yourself a folding cart. You can find one on Amazon. I got mine. Where did I get mine? I think I got mine at Home Depot one time. But you can just fold them up, stuff them in your car, take them with you, and be able to roll your stuff to your spot. It will save your back and save you walking back and forth 85 times. So definitely a cart. You definitely need cages or kennels to transport your rabbits. So I have 2 different sizes. If a show is relatively close, so within an hour and a half of me, I use just like cat kennels, just standard size cat kennels to transport each individual rabbit that will be competing at the show. If the show is further away, I give them larger spaces. So I use a larger kennel because I do want them to be able to move around a little bit if we're driving 4 or 5 hours away. So I have 2 different sizes of kennel, but you definitely need something you can put your rabbits in the car and that you can carry to your spot, because you're not going to be carrying rabbits around bare in your arms all over the show. Okay, so definitely have kennels or carriers that you can put them in. And it's good to line the bottoms of those with something absorbent because they're probably going to pee in there because they're going to be in there a while. So I use pee pads and then I use their bedding on top, their litter. So do something to make it nice and comfortable. You also need food and water dishes. It is recommended for most shows that you use the kind that can attach to a cage wall, because these guys are going to be sitting around in a cage waiting to be judged. You don't want them flipping dishes and making a mess. So the type of dishes that can be attached to a wall, like coop cups or something, those are really good. You're going to have to keep your rabbit fed and watered while you're sitting there waiting for judges to walk around and waiting for the show to conclude. So make sure you have something to feed and water your bunnies, not just at the show, but in the car. I mean, you don't want them to go without food and water for hours while you drive. So definitely food and water dishes that attach to wire cages. You want your grooming supplies, whatever you normally use to make your bunny look fancy, nail clippers, brushes, slickers, whatever you use on your rabbits, you definitely want to have with you, because guaranteed someone's going to make a mess and get dirty, or you're going to realize someone needs their toes clipped right now. So definitely 100%, DK's back there. But definitely 100% you want your regular grooming supplies that you use on your rabbits with you. Okay, put them in a bag, take them with you. You want all your records and pedigrees that you're going to need at the show. I have a record-keeping journal that I have. Put it in the car. Make sure you have it, because you'll probably need it or you'll want it. So make sure you have your records and your pedigrees with you at the show. A folding chair. I don't know why it took me 3 shows before I realized I should bring my own chair. Bring a folding chair that is comfortable, that you don't mind sitting in for several hours, because you might be in it for several hours. If you don't want to sit on the floor, you need to bring a chair. There are never enough chairs provided, ever. they actually expect that you're going to bring your own place to park your butt. So bring a chair that is comfortable, doesn't take up a lot of space, and is foldable so it's easy to transport in your car. Bring your own chair. So if you have 3 people coming with you, bring 3 chairs. Okay? Nobody wants to sit on the cold concrete. It's not fun. Your phone charger. Your phone is going to die at the most inopportune moment. So phone charger, throw it in your car. Also, your phone. It's no good to have your phone charger if you forget your phone. So definitely bring your phone. Okay, throw that in your bag, because otherwise you're going to be like, why did I bring a charger and no phone? Bring your phone. You definitely want cash, but you also want cards, your credit card or your debit card. It's kind of a weird transition phase right now with shows. I've been to shows where nobody wants cash. Everybody wants debit cards and credit cards, or even e-transfer, even the vendors. So having cash, they just don't want it. They wanted electronic payment. And that's fine. I've gone to other shows where nobody takes any kind of electronic payment and I need cash. So have both. Have both cash and card. Because we're kind of at this weird transitory phase where some places have debit, take credit cards, and some places absolutely do not. So be prepared for both scenarios. Cash and cards. Really important. Take both. You also, before you start driving, make sure you have directions of where you're going. It is really, really annoying to realize 15 minutes into your drive that now you've got to pull over and figure out where the heck you're supposed to go. Have the directions preloaded on your phone or in your GPS or however you navigate. Have the directions pre-done before you set out, because it's annoying. Make sure you know exactly where you're going. Have all your entry forms. In this day and age, you probably have them in an electronic format. You probably got them in an email, so you can pull up your email, you can screenshot the emails, whatever, but just make sure you have those entry forms, and they are probably electronic. Have them on your phone, and don't forget your phone at home. That's one of the reasons you need your phone. You definitely want something to do, so some form of entertainment. You want a book, or you want a video game, or like I take a e-reader, and I take my Nintendo Switch. Okay, I take both, because then I have something to do. You are going to be sitting around waiting a ridiculous amount of time sometimes. So you're sitting around waiting, you need something to do, bring something to do. Okay, maybe you're going to play phone games, whatever, but if you're going to play phone games, you have to remember your phone and your phone charger, because your phone's going to die even faster. So have something that can keep you entertained for a few hours while you wait. If it's a multi-day show, you're going to need more than one thing to keep you entertained, because you're going to be bored otherwise. So take something to do. Finally, remember the rabbits. So, funny story. I'm not going to share his name because he watches these videos, and if I share his name and tell everyone what he did, he's going to send me nasty memes. I'll texting all day, sending me annoying memes, because, that's the way he does things. But I went to a show, and this guy, I'd seen him at like 14, 15 different shows, and he is now a friend of mine, which is why we text each other and share phone numbers. But he got to the show and he had everything he needed. He had his cart and he had his paperwork and he had everything. But he put the kennels, hi Shadowfax, hi. But he put the kennels in the car without putting the 2 rabbits in that were competing. So he got to the show, which is about 90 minutes away from his house, and he didn't have the rabbits. It was the funniest thing I ever saw. I'm not going to share his name. I promise. I'm not going to say your name, but you know who you are, and you do watch these videos. I swear I'm not going to share your name. But it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. We all had a good laugh. He had a good laugh about it, too. But, you're there without your rabbits, and you're an hour and a half away from home when you unload your truck and you realize, oh no, I didn't take the rabbits. So put the kennels not in your car the night before. Put your kennels in your house by the front door so that you don't just get in the car and leave, right? You have to pick up the kennels, and you'll pick up the kennels and go, ooh, there's no bunnies in here. And you have to go get your bunnies, okay? Because it's really easy to get brain fog. It's first thing in the morning. You're often leaving really early. Like if you have to leave your house at 5:30 in the morning to get there on time, you're going to be exhausted and you're going to have the brain fog and you're going to forget. You're literally going to forget to put the rabbits in the kennels because the kennels are already in the car. You're just going to get and go. So, yeah, don't forget your rabbits. So set up a system where you don't forget your rabbits. Pack the car the night before, but take all of the kennels that you need and put them in your house so that you, right by the door, so you can't walk out the door without seeing them. I like to put them in front of the door so that I can't get out of the house without seeing the kennels. But put them there so that you remember, yes, I got to pack the bunnies. I've got everything I need except the bunnies. So make sure you pack up those bunnies. But next time we will talk about actually getting to the show, you know, and setting up and things like that. But today I just wanted to talk about the stuff you might want to pack to take to the show, because it's actually really important that you have all the right things. Don't forget a chair. Don't forget something to do. Don't forget your bunnies. That's about it for us here today at Andersen Acres. We'll see you tomorrow.